Did you know that one of the strangest events in history took place in the summer of 1518 in the bustling city of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire? This mysterious incident is remembered as the Dancing Plague of 1518, and it remains one of the most baffling outbreaks ever recorded. It began in July when a woman named Frau Troffea walked into the narrow streets and started to dance. There was no festival, no music, and no reason for celebration. She simply began moving to an invisible rhythm. At first, neighbors thought it was a performance or a joke, but hours passed and she did not stop. Her body twitched and spun until night fell, her feet striking the cobblestones until they bled. Within days, something even stranger happened. Other citizens felt the same irresistible urge. First a few, then dozens joined her, their faces filled with terror as their legs refused to rest. By the end of the first week, more than 30 people were dancing uncontrollably in the streets. They begged for help, but their bodies kept moving as if possessed. The city council panicked. Doctors and scholars gathered to study the crisis. They dismissed ideas of demons or witchcraft and claimed the victims suffered from hot blood, a fever that could only be cured by more dancing. Believing they were helping, authorities hired musicians and opened guild halls, even building wooden stages to give the dancers room to move. Instead of healing them, the music drove the crowd into a deeper frenzy. Soon, hundreds of people were swept into the madness. Day and night they spun, leapt, and stomped, sometimes for a week without stopping. Witnesses described men and women collapsing from exhaustion, their limbs shaking violently. Some broke bones or suffered strokes and heart attacks, dying where they fell, still trembling to an invisible beat. The sound of frantic feet echoed through Strasbourg. Families tried to pull loved ones away, but the dancers fought to return to the crowd. Food and water barely reached them. Many were carried off bleeding and unconscious, only to wake and begin again. By August, the council finally changed tactics. They banned music and dancing, and ordered the remaining victims to be taken to a shrine of Saint Vitus, the patron saint of dancers and epilepsy. Priests prayed over them, sprinkling holy water and offering blessings. Slowly, the strange compulsion faded, and the survivors collapsed into silence. To this day, no one knows the true cause. Some historians blame mass hysteria, triggered by fear, famine, and disease. Others suspect ergot poisoning, a fungus on damp rye that can cause spasms and hallucinations. But no single explanation fits the scale of the outbreak. The Dancing Plague of 1518 remains a chilling reminder of how fragile the human mind and body can be. What began with one woman's strange movements turned into a month-long nightmare, a deadly dance that no one wanted, and no one could escape.